Hi, everyone. It's Rod Santomassimo with the Massimo Group. And today we're diving into something that every commercial real estate broker and, frankly, every salesperson, well, they feel, but they rarely admit out loud. And that's fear. Yes, fear. Look, we've coached thousands of commercial real estate brokers across North America, and in fact, the world. Some are brand new, right? Some are absolute killers, easily doing seven figures, eight figures a year. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, they all face the exact same fears. I faced them too. When I first got into the business, I remember sitting there in my 6 foot folding table thinking, what if no one hires me? What if the next call is just another no? What if I'm not cut out for this, right? Does that sound familiar? Well, here's the good news. Fears aren't signs of weakness. No, they're signs of you being, well, human. And even better, every single one of them can be turned to an advantage once you understand how. So today I'm going to break down the 5 fears that every commercial real estate broker faces, and more importantly, how to beat them. Let's get right to it. Certainly, the number one fear, you know it. The number one fear is rejection. Yes, rejection. Let's just put it out there. That's what it is. We all fear it, right? Rejections into baked into every aspect of commercial real estate brokerage. Owners say no. Tenants, well, they don't respond. Gatekeepers shut you down. Deals fall apart. And underneath it all, you have this little voice in your head thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. But here's the truth. Rejection isn't a verdict. In fact, it's a filter. And a no doesn't mean stop, it means next. Top producers aren't great because they avoid rejection. No, they're great because they outlast it. How so? Well, they have systems, they have daily prospecting cadences, maybe scripts, follow up frameworks. And this all protects them from that emotional roller coaster of brokerage. At the Massimo Group, you say pure and simple clarity and cadence beat emotion every time. You don't need to fear rejection. No, you don't. You just need to out system it. Think about it. So let's get to number two. And this is probably a big one for most of you, the fear of prospecting. Yeah, asking for business, picking up the phone. Yeah, man, this is a big one. Brokers will do, it's funny, they'll do anything before picking up a phone. They'll clean their desks, they'll update their LinkedIn accounts, their social media, they'll organize email folders they haven't touched in years. Why? Because prospecting itself feels like stepping into the unknown, and nobody wants discomfort. Nobody. But here's the reality. Avoidance equals empty pipelines, and empty pipelines equals stress, scarcity, and desperation. Prospecting isn't punishment. Prospecting is opportunity creation. Every outreach is a chance to change your entire year. And the good news, prospecting gets a whole lot easier when you have frameworks, maybe scripts, targeted lists, cadence outreach, AI tools to do the heavy lifting. This is why we have prospect frameworks at Massimo. This is why we create the Siri launcher for our clients at Massimo. Because once you have a system, prospecting stops feeling scary and starts feeling inevitable. Okay, so let's get to fear number three, the fear of losing clients or the fear of losing a listing, right? Here's a fear no one really talks about openly is what if another broker swoops in and steals my relationship? This fear leads to two dangerous behaviors. One is over-servicing everyone and underpricing everything, right? Getting commission that's so low, right? These destroy your margins, your sanity, and yes, your position in the market. Here's the truth. Clients don't stay with you because you chase them. Clients stay with you because they trust your expertise. Authority keeps clients loyal. Authority leads to loyalty. Confidence locks in inclusive agreements. Processes keep you on top of mind. When we become a broker who provides insight, just not information, the broker who leads the market instead of reacting to it, well, you stop fearing the competition and the competition starts fearing you. So let's get to fear number four. It's an economic battleground. The fear of market shifts. Rates go up, deals go down, inventory dries up, right? New regulations pop up out of nowhere. The market changes and suddenly even veterans feel a little off balanced. But here's the thing, every market rewards the prepared. Slow markets reward the prospectors. Fast markets reward the experts. Transitional markets, well, they reward the true communicators, right? The market doesn't determine your income, never has, never will. It's your methods that do. Control the controllables, your pipeline, your prospecting, your relationships, your 90-day plan, and everything else, well, it's just simple noise. Okay, so what's the final fear, the fifth fear? Well, that's the fear of plateauing. This one can be sneaky. It absolutely hits mid-career performers, and it does hit top producers. Look, there's some level of success you've had. Maybe you've built some relationships, you've hit your numbers, and then one day you think, I'm losing my edge. These kids are passing me by. What's next? Plateaus are scary because they force you to rethink how to operate. And the hustle that got you there won't get you to that next level. And that's where brokers either reinvent or they retract. But here's the truth. If you want to rise to that next level, well, yes, you need structure, you need systems, you need delegation. And yeah, you probably need some coaching. Now, I need to shift from a knower to a doer, right? And be the broker that everyone admires. That's when the fear of plateauing becomes a fuel for exponential growth. So let's recap this quickly. Every single commercial real estate broker faces fear. But the elite, the best, the ones who scale, who dominate, who become the go-to authority in their market, they don't let fear decide how they show up. They, again, have frameworks, they have clarity, they have systems, they keep moving forward. And if you listen to this right now and thinking, Rod, I know what's holding me back, then if that's the case, if you know what's holding you back, I want you to attack the momentum. And if you need help, we're always here to help. But once you understand the frameworks and the guidelines and the spectrum of fear, right? Then, or as they call it, false evidence appearing real, you understand how to attack it. And then those ideas of prospecting, rejection, of plateauing, of market shifts, well, they all go away. So let's just keep moving forward and let's face our fears and let's attack it. Until next time, this is Rod Santomassimo with the Massimo Group.